So ayan. Wala. Yung mic natin. So ayan. Magkuplano na tayo. Paano natin papasukin ang ating nanay. Si Mother Annabelle.
We'll show 'em as much
Nagkaroon tayo ng
mercy
mga...
as they did our sisters and brothers in Old Hill.
Less if I have my...
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Sabi na mabuti mayroon pang mga loyal na
Thank you, Sir Wade.
royal guard sa mga Rosario.
Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Yun. Babalbigyan na ng pera. Pera yung ano natin, you know. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideout. Nice! Confront the Black Shield main host and make Buett Bridge. So wala na tayong...
We'll keep them from the bridge.
Ito yung
Blessing of the
gagawin
Phoenix
dito, no?
go with you.
Parang nakagawa tayo ng sariling ano yun, no?
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Sariling
Since they
castle.
burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind.
Pwede ba tayo mag-ano? Nice.
Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Ano si... Wait. Wow, may sarili ka ng chocobo, ah. So, punta tayo sa main host ng Black Shield. Excuse me?
Come along now. The bastards are looking.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Tara.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell!
Ano?
Reinforcements on the far bank.
Reinforcement pa kayo, ah.
Fight that battle for them.
Dragon pa kayo nalalaman, ah. Bow down to the king. Rico. Nice. Tiny.
More dragons!
Meron pa.
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
ka na. Kumabot. Ay, ayun. Yan na. Nice. Ramdam na ramdam ko na yung pagkalakas natin. Woo, meron na naman tayo
A
bagong
noble
dragon.
stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Peking dragon. Peking dragon.
Fine how.
Mamatay tayo. Nice pal. Bow down to the king of the dragon. Hindi ka. Lahat na.
So wait!
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Meron pa pala dun. Sige, tayo. Labahan natin to. Very good. Mabuti yun ah. Oh shit. Ay shit. Ah, ding. Di ko tayo.
Let's roll ready.
Pagod na. Hindi natin kailangan gamitan ng ito. Mamamatay na.
There's a good boy.
Patay. No match. Dragon talon.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Alam ba ng Mother Annabelle na boy si Clive? Ay, alam niya pala, no? Oo nga pala. Yeah. Alam niya dahil naging isa siya sa mga Royal Guard. Nung yun yung time na dapat papatayin namin yung Shiva, kaso nga lang, nalaman ni Clive na si Shiva is si Jill. Hindi na siya umalis. Doon yung
And how long
tinraitor yung mga
has my
company.
uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Seal of obtained. Burnt blade from Wade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Para sinunod
Thank
natin
you,
si Lord
Zoe.
Commander.
If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Hindi kasi natin pwede basta-basta sabihin na tayo buhay pang King of the Rosaria or ano ba tawag sa kanya? Rosfield Manor. Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Rinig na rinig yung yapak.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Natiwala. Napag-ano natin
So
si
you arrived late to one of her cullings,
Byron.
did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
I'd say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Nagkaroon ng good mood si
This
Uncle
will
Byron.
be fun.
At parang merong feeling si Jill.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet.
I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
O, yan na nga. Ano tayo? Port Isold. Yeah. Dito tayo pupunta, no? Okay, sa hideaway. Babalik pala tayo sa hideaway. Yun, here be monster.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Tipid Vivian, teka. Meron tayong side quest. Gusto sanang gawin yung mga wanted list ng
I didn't take you for
mayahan
scholarly,
natin.
Van.
Oh, this? It's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure, why not?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
So, meron tayong hint na sa Martha's Rest. Tayo kung gusto sabihin ng Marie. Teka, bili mo tayo ng
monster's taken quite a lot.
kay Madam Charon
do for you?
na potion.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
Ano ba pwede natin bilhin dito? Beat the earn room encounter. Oh. 20 spell. Wala tayong mga ano, no? Lahat may hina, eh, no?
Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Natin yung blacksmith na nga natin.
What do you need? A Sancfordian, do you?
Craft. 195, oh. Flame tongue. Saan natin makuha yung flame tongue na yun?
Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
Natin makuha yung flame tongue na yan. Parang malalaman nyo nga pwede natin i-craft. Eh, kulang, hindi man natin alam. Pharmacy.
And how am I meant to do that then?
Ayan, lakas, oh.
And?
Yeah, meron pa tayo isang quest doon. Siguro hindi ko muna gagawin yung main mission natin. You know, ano muna tayo. Chill muna tayo, guys. Let's do our side quest before we do the main scenario.
How did we
There are
never
new
hear
billets
of
being
these Guardians
posted
of the
every...
Flame?
August.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Why not? Sige.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Quest accepted. Walang pera mabibigay sa atin pero okay lang. As long as nakakatulong tayo dito sa hideaway natin. Teka, check lang natin yung si Nectar, yung mga hunt niya. Meron bang dagdag? Wala? Okay. So meron tayong gusto kong kalabanan. Mas malaki bigay na ito eh. Sa Broken Hilt of Rosaria. Saan ba yun? Hindi natin pwede anuhin, no? Mamaya natin gawin yung quest dito. Ika, saan yung map? Ito pala yung map. Martha's Rest. Rosaria. Nasa si Rosaria. Kaya alam ko ito, andito yung Rosaria. Peaceful, Tadi, North Rosaria. Teka, ano ba yan? Ano ba? Oops, hindi natin punta. Kausapin si Vivian. Broken Hilt, Rosaria. Ako malalaman yung Broken Hilt na yan. Rosaria. Pili ko dito eh. Rogo. Martha's Rest, Peaceful, Dim, The Broken Realm. Saan kaya yun? Broken Hill. Ay, ito! Okay. Nahanap natin. Local map. Dito tayo sa Eastpool, yep. The Broken Hill. So gusto ko lang labanan to and then siguro mapapahaba tayo ng konti ng laban. Ito ba yun? Tama. So meron ditong monster na pwede natin i-hunt. And I'm guessing na nasa baba siya. Dito. Mobra tayo. Teka, hindi ko mahanap po nasan tong daan na to. Diretsuin nga natin to. So, feeling ko nandito siya sa pinakadulo. Ano yung dulo? Hindi pa okay.
Enough of you, are there?
Mamaya natin labanan yung mga yan. Yap, andito nga siya. Ready to go! Ooh, Belpegor. Tara, hindi pala to. Let's do this! Sama naman natin si ano, no? Kasama natin si Jin. Hindi pa nasira yun. Ayun. Oh, damn it. Grabe, sulog-sulog tayo dun.
Guess we're all ready.
Sakto damage niya. Oy! Bago tayo. Aray ko. Siguro doon ay pag-asa natin paghira na kanina. Pag-stagger. Dito. Nice. Ito naman. Nice, pari.
Nice try.
Nice. Masad. Dito tayo. Dito natin to. Pa rin yan. Tinatamang pa rin tayo.
Give me thunder!
Kuntig na. Ito naman.
Slow.
Nice. Pili ka, nice. Tignan na. Lakas ng fireball niyan. Hindi pwede ka agad tayo mag-ano. Nice. Wala tayo gagamit ng ulti. Kaya natin ito i-staggered. Ouch! mamamatay pa tayo dito. Naku, sa wakas. Ayun yung buhay natin dito sa kanya. Nice! Grabe ang kunat niya rin ah. Eh yun maganda oh. Laki ng binigay na pera tapos sa XP. Dragon Talon. Nice! Let's go!